Okay, fun fact number 9, plastic surgery. But what I have had done is welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna have a little girl chat and I'm gonna tell you 10 things you didn't know about me. Okay, let's start with number 1. So this goes way back to, I guess, my first seconds even on earth. When I was born, I was actually born Mackenzie Thomas. And no, that's not my maiden name. My maiden name is Mckenzie Redmond. Before I was Mackenzie Caldwell-Pope, MCP. I was Mckenzie Redmond, and before that, I was Mackenzie Thomas. So my parents have been together since they were like 18, which is like, I don't even know, 35 plus years at this point. And since they weren't married when they had me, she gave me her last name. She was like, I'm not playing that. If you want her to have your last name, like we both getting your last name type of thing. So it's fun fact number 1. Number 2, I have 9 tattoos. It's so funny when people ask me like, oh my gosh, what does your tattoo say? I'm like, what tattoo? Because I even forget that I had them. I have one, I don't even know if I can show you in this. Oh yeah, kind of. I have one here. This was my last one. I got this one when I was 19. It says, nothing gold can stay. I have my middle name here. It says Raquel. And that's my family middle name. Like all my cousins have Raquel as their middle name. And it's actually my sister's first name because my mom said she couldn't think of anything else. So I was born Mckenzie Raquel Redmond, or my name used to be Mckenzie Raquel Redmond. And my sister's name is just Raquel Redmond. And growing up, my mom always used to say, you better keep your credit score right because they could get y'all messed up. Oh my gosh, she's like a fool. But getting back to the rest of my tattoos, so that was 1, 2. I have 2 hearts right here. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Faith, hope, and love. These are my first tattoos. I was being real ghetto at like 16 and went to an apartment and got these tattoos, but I love them. They have character, they tell a story. And then I have this tattoo here on my wrist. My best friend in high school passed away shortly after graduation of cancer. And she was buried with this diamond bracelet that I bought her. It wasn't real diamonds, I mean, back in the day. I just didn't have it like that. But that was when like chunky jewelry was in style. And I gave her this huge diamond chunky bracelet. And she was actually buried with it. Whenever we went to her funeral, I mean, she looked so beautiful. And she had that bracelet on. So I got a diamond tattooed on the same wrist that she was wearing it and her initials. And then on my ankle, I have a really small, tiny fleur-de-lis, and that's because I'm Creole. Okay, moving on to number 3. Along with the tattoos, I also once had 9 piercings. I rarely ever wear any earrings. I'm not huge on jewelry, honestly. I like really small, dainty things that I just don't have to take off. I just wear everything I have on every day. But I have 1, 2, my tragus 3. I have my cartilage over here 4. I have a microdermal here. I don't even know what this piece of your ear is called. That's 5. And then I used to have my nipples pierced. I got them done when I was like 18. I got pregnant at 19, so they didn't really last too long because of breastfeeding and stuff like that. I really liked those. It was just like the little cute, subtle, sexy type of thing to me because like only I knew about them. I don't know. I don't knock them. And then I had my belly button. And one of my most favorite ones I had was I had a microdermal right here. I don't even know if you can see anymore. But my skin like rejected it one day in the shower. I was just like taking a shower and it just fell out. And I was like, oh, it didn't bleed or anything. So I don't even think I have a scar there. Okay, number 4. This is so funny to me because it's so true and this is what I really wanted to be when I grew up. I always wanted to be a gospel singer. That was just like what I wanted to be when I grew up. I used to like pray. I can't even sing, first of all. But I used to pray, I'm like, God, if you please just give me a voice, like I'll use it for you. I will sing your music. I will spread the word. Lord, please let me be able to sing. So I would go in the bathroom and I would look in the mirror and I would, I don't know, I would try to sing. I would never want to make I would try to do something and it would never come out. And I was so hurt. I'm like, God, I was trying to do your work and spread the gospel, but you ain't even giving me a chance. Yeah. Okay, moving right along. Number 5. This is embarrassing, but I was so proud of it at the time. I had a Binky, like a pacifier, until I was 7 years old. I was in the 1st or 2nd grade before I got rid of it. I just loved it so much. It was like my comfort. You have to remember, I was an only child until I was 10 years old. So my Binky was like my best friend. That was my sibling. We did everything together. We went everywhere together. My Binky was like my day one. And so it was really hard to part with my day one. I just loved it. And one day, one of my friends came over and they hid it from me and I was so devastated. But then it was like, I was so grown as a child that I didn't even need it. I have 3 kids. If you follow me on Instagram, you know this. And my first 2 kids hated Binkies. At the hospital, as soon as they were born, I would try to give them one. Kenzo spit it out, KJ spit it out. And finally, my sweet Kendricks has a Binky. And I'm just so proud of him. He's carrying on the legacy. I feel like I'm just going back down memory lane, like bringing you guys through like the monumental moments of my life. Well, some of them. I was being ghetto, getting tattoos. I had a Binky till I was 7, blah, blah, blah. But moving right along, I have it written down over here. Moving right along to number 6. A lot of people don't know that I have a degree. People just think you just woke up one day and you were this age and you had this life. No, sis, I've been through it all. But one of the things I've been through is college. And I did graduate. I went to Louisiana Tech University and I have a degree in business marketing. I also did a short study abroad in Paris. And that was a really great experience to learn international business. And another thing is I'm an AKA. A lot of people don't know that I'm a part of a sorority. I was the tail on my line. We had a line of 7 and I was the tail. I'm not like a super Greek person to where like I'm always flashing my colors. I wasn't even like that on campus, but you know what's up. Okay, number 7. I've always wanted a big family. I honestly, growing up, my mom only wanted 1 child, which is so funny because I was an accident and she probably didn't want any, but she ended up with me and was like, okay, I'm done. So ever since I was maybe like 6 or 7, I started to like beg my parents to have a sibling. And I'm like, please, like my kids are gonna grow up with no aunts and uncles. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, this is gonna be so boring on the holidays. And finally they gave in and gave me 1 sibling. I was 10 years old. So I'm like, okay, it's a bit late, but whatever, I'll take her. So I have a sister, but I always wanted a really huge family. So I'm trying to build that on my own. I have 3 kids. I still want more. I would love like 2 or 3. My husband's watching this. He's probably gonna talk to me about that. But I mean, he's down for at least 1 more. But I just always wanted a huge family. I just love the huge family dynamic. I love when the siblings can be close. I love holidays together. Yeah, I always wanted just a tribe. Number 8, fun fact, I've never broken a bone, which I need to like knock on wood. Are these walls wood? That's drywall. What's wood? The chair. I ran track in high school, never had an injury. I played basketball in high school too, but I was just like, I was so over it. I was always like a super girly girl. And I used to like tell my parents like, Mom, the coach makes me play the whole game. Because I was 5'10" by the time I was 11. So I was always the tallest person in my class and stuff like that. And so by default, I played basketball and volleyball and I was like over it because I'm like, why do I have to play the whole game? Just because I'm tall. And I was like not into it at all. Okay, moving right on to fun fact number 9, plastic surgery. Let's talk plastic surgery. Everyone always asks me, have you gotten your nails done? Have you done this? Da, 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 da. No, I have a great makeup artist. She knows how to contour my nose. I have my birth nose. I would love to get a nose job one day. I would love to get a lot of things one day, but I'm really trying to wait until I'm done having kids because everything changes, right? My nose is gonna spread, my hips are gonna spread. All of this, I'm gonna get more stretch marks, all of that, because I'm trying to build my tribe. So once the roster is filled, then we're gonna go to work. I just haven't had, I guess, a lot of what people think I have had done, but what I have had done is I've had my boobs done twice. Yes, twice. Got them done in 2011 and about 3 weeks after that, I got pregnant with KJ. Actually, I think it was 1 week later. It was something like ridiculous where I went back to the checkup and I had to tell the surgeon that I was pregnant at my follow-up. I mean, it was just ridiculous. At that point, I got them on top of the muscle because the surgeon that I had told me that that would be better for me and my height, less pain, blah, blah, blah. It was terrible. They were like down to here after I had KJ because they had nothing. They weren't attached to anything. They were just like water balloons in my chest. So I got them done again in LA and I got them under the muscle this time. And so they're kind of like anchored. And I was really happy with the work I had done. And I was like, yes, I can wear no bra, blah, blah, blah. A week later, I'm pregnant with Kendrick. So Contavious was really feeling him. I don't know. I liked him too. I still like him. I'm still very happy with the work I had done. They're still sitting, but I would like to have, I don't know. I just want my skin just like tighten back up because you have to think about it. Whenever you get pregnant, you're engorged with milk, and so your skin kind of stretches. So I would love that to be like, just like sucked back in one day. After I'm done having kids, I'm gonna be like a brand new woman. P.S. I do not knock women that have had work done because it's a hard life out here. It's hard. The pressure is on. I feel you. I be at the gym like, oh, if I could just get lipo. For real. Okay, people are always shocked by this, but I don't watch TV. I know, it's weird, I'm weird. People are always asking me, have you seen the new episode of Power or have you seen this show? No, I haven't seen it. Honestly, I really only watch sports on TV, and that's because obviously my husband plays, so I keep up that way. But no, I don't watch TV often. When people come over to my house, my TV is rarely ever on, unless it's on cartoons. So no, I don't watch TV, and I don't go to the movies. The new thing right now is like Queen and Slim, and my mom was like, oh, you really need to go see it. And I would love to see it. I might, maybe, but I don't keep up. Oh my gosh. And the worst thing, like growing up, people would always talk about quotes from like Boys in the Hood and like classic Black family movies that people grew up watching. And I haven't seen like any of those. All right, guys, that sums up our video for today. That's 10 things you didn't know about me. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. And actually comment down below. Let me know the thing about me that surprised you the most. Comment something that I didn't know about you. Let's get to know each other better. Let's have more one-on-one. Let's get intimate. You guys told me that this is what you want. Let's chat. See you later.